Hello everyone, I just wanted to share how amazing vision boarding is. Finally made a vision board after months of thinking about it and never doing it, and I actually had a couple of friends of mine, Aria and Jared, help me out. They made their own vision boards as well. I always imagined doing it digitally. I was going to just find pictures and things that I wanted and put them onto kind of a digital kind of board, maybe print it out, but also just have it on my phone and such. But I feel like this is so much better. I'm so glad that they were going to do vision boards and decided to just invite me along. It was great. We all had awesome time just making these vision boards. What we did was use a bunch of magazines and just kind of sifted through them ourselves and looked for words and looked for pictures that kind of just aligned with what we want for, this year, but also just in life in general, things we want to manifest. And that's the point of a vision board. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You can even turn it into a mind movie. You can find clips and or pictures too with affirmations and the things that you want. And this is what we ended up doing though. I feel like it was a lot more fun finding it randomly through magazines and such. So I'll just go through my own vision board so you guys can see how these things will manifest soon enough for me in my life, but also so you can get an idea of how to do it yourself. Like I said, there's multiple ways of doing it. You don't have to do it through magazines and cutting out things and putting it all together. Now, we did it on a canvas board, and what we did was, as you can see kind of in the background, there's sheet music in the back, a little sheet music. Any kind of paper, kind of thinner paper will do. We glued that onto the canvas board first so that it wouldn't be quite so ripply and ugly, but it's still kind of ripply, but it's okay. It's the thought that matters. It's the vision that matters. When you look at this, you'll see what you want in life. So I'm just gonna go through each little thing, show you what I've got on mine. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. There's definitely, this isn't the prettiest vision board in the world, but hey, it works. So on the top left, I've got the Lost Land, which I kind of wanted to keep with the safari idea, just kind of both of these things. But yeah, it says, I think it's backwards for you guys, but out of, what does this say? Out of this world, 6:27 p.m. I wonder if that's going to be some sort of significance in my life just because it's on the vision board. Then we've got Chase, some sort of like sapphire card, just to kind of help myself envision wealth this year, life in general. It says food, environment, technology, and history, which are all things that I'm interested in learning about and kind of using myself over the next year or so, or just, throughout my life in general. I had a vision about a scratch off, like a blue scratch off, and I told Ari about this, and when Ari and Jared were together, they went into a gas station and found one that was, so I had the numbers 32 and 37 in my vision, which now I'm starting to think are just angel numbers, which have to do with getting closer to source and spirituality and becoming more creative, like exploring your creativity. So not really sure if the vision was for a certain scratch off, but it was 32 and 37, and they said this was game number 32, and it was on number 37 for the roll. So it was a loser, but interesting nonetheless. 5 million is what I've put under here. The winner is actually 2 million. It was one of these two that I saw in the vision. It was either 2 million or 5 million. And gold, whatever. Passports, definitely going to be traveling very soon, and this is 18.4 million. That'll be interesting if that comes up somehow soon enough. What else we got? Help pain, take a hike. Definitely want to start hiking a lot more, just exploring nature. It's a wonderful way to get connected to source and birth, kind of like a birth of my spirit, birth of my true self, my authenticity, things like that. What else we got here? We got time, time in general. Visions of Earth, and this is like a bunch of like pretty flowers and stuff. I'd love to walk through like a meadow of beautiful flowers. The center, it's a guy in a meditative pose. Now he does have a phone in his hand too. I feel like that was kind of relevant, just kind of like trying to disengage from technology as much. And I know I need it to be on social media and to create things like this and communicate with people across the world, but I'm trying not to make it you know, a bad thing, like using it for like doom scrolling and things like that. You know, pretty much done with all that. But yeah, you still need it for communication, but the key is meditation. So I've got music for the heartstrings. Definitely want to start diving more into my own musical creations soon. Start making the songs that I've, you know, come up with over the years. Spiritual ways and the cost of being clean. Definitely going to start eating correctly. Like right now, like this week, I've bought a whole bunch of fruits and decided to go organic, gluten-free, and dairy is my goal. I don't need to rush right into it necessarily, but that's the end goal, and I'm gonna go ahead and start holding myself accountable to that and seeing how my body changes and how I can become more like connected with my spirit, with my powers and things, and just see like what happens. Because I don't know if you guys have seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, but the third boyfriend, the vegan powers and all that. I'm not going vegan. I don't think you have to go vegan, but just putting clean, organic, you know, healthy things in your body will help this become a temple and become like a, you know, like a radio signal for your spirit and your spirit guides and things like that. And like that's what I'm looking forward to. I've already felt like I've increased my clairsentience, which is like your feeling. You start kind of feeling your intuition a little bit better. Following excitement and things like that are ways to help that. But yeah, I know that clearing this body of toxins and things is going to emphasize all that. Up here I've got wildlife, and I've got another wildlife down here with some manatees. This is like a safari kind of thing. I'd love to go on a safari this year. Definitely plan on traveling the world. Just need a couple more resources, but get a passport as well. But yeah, I'm not worried about all that. I know it's all going to manifest for me in time. There is the crackle of energy. Energy is so important, and that's what the book talks about. The book, Live Your Best Life, Unleashing Your Full Potential. Read it. It's amazing. I'm getting many testimonials. I want to put them on YouTube and on Amazon and stuff like that too. People are loving it. And basically it's a culmination of all the best teachings that I've found put into one book that I feel, you know, most self-help books and teachers kind of leave out a few of the pieces of the puzzle that would really help people transform themselves. Pretty much everyone talks about manifestation, meditation, and things like that, but a lot of them leave out stuff like shadow work and changing beliefs and overcoming the ego and things. And I felt like I needed to put it all together for people and kind of make it an easy, somewhat step-by-step guide for self-transformation. And so that's what the book is. You know, I've reworded everything to make it real easy. I made a bunch of diagrams, nice pretty diagrams and graphics and things to kind of summarize everything and make it easy. So yeah, I think you'll enjoy that book. The next thing I'm doing is creating a video series. I'm just going to read the book because I know a lot of people don't like reading, but you'd rather watch YouTube and such. So I'm just going to read the book, and eventually I'll make it into kind of like a Rewired series, like from Gaia, Joe Dispenza. He's got like beautiful graphics and cool videos to show off what he's talking about. So that'll probably be the next step in the future when I maybe build a team that can help me make beautiful videos like that. But for now, I'll just read the book and make it simple, keep it easy, and create the audiobook at the same time. So it's all a progression. We'll get there. What do we got here on the top here? It says, stand in awe, yes, follow in his footsteps, not recommended. Just thought it was interesting. I've never seen snow, real snow, like northern snow. I've seen southern snow, which was icy and wet and like not, I don't feel like that's snow. But yeah, I'd love to, you know, either scale mountains in the snow or definitely go snowboarding or something like that. That'd be amazing. That's a goal for this year, or, you know, just sometime real soon. What else do I got here? I said, what would you take to the new world? Peace. I don't know if you can see that. Peace. World peace, baby. That's the goal. That's what we're gonna get. Yeah. Inbox, just communication with people, talking to a lot of, especially creators and things, and I'm going to create a podcast soon, and hopefully get a bunch of spiritual leaders, kind of like a Next Level Soul podcast. That's what I want. And then I've got time here in the human element. You can see all that. Yeah, the human element. That's pretty cool. And yeah, that wraps it up. Oh, and then a spaceship. Yeah, definitely want to go to space one day. So that is my vision board, and hopefully you find time to make your own, whether it be on canvas, from magazine clippings, or what. But yeah, do it. Vision board. It's awesome. Have a good one, guys.